All right, today we're going to talk about probably my favorite cartridge, or at least military cartridge and a civilian equivalent, because they were developed kind of together. Winchester participated in a program shortly after World War II called T65. Yep, T65. I had to double check. I couldn't remember if it was T65 or T56. But what that was to replace the 30-06, because just like the Germans during the war, the U.S. realized we weren't necessarily fully utilizing the power of our 30-06 cartridge and specifically the range of it with our service rifles. So kind of scale it down a little bit. We don't need quite as much range, and we would certainly like to be able to get more ammunition in the weapon, going from an 8-round en bloc to what became a 20-round detachable box magazine in the M14. But they didn't want to give up so much range. Number one, America is a nation of riflemen, and the military is very big on individual rifle marksmanship, as well they should be. But you also have to think about the situation, too. You've got all these Russian forces here in Europe. What's to stop them from keeping on coming west? And obviously, this is a thought process that dominated our military strategic minds for a very, very long time afterwards. So what we ended up going with was what we now know as the 7.62 NATO or 308 Winchester. Now, unlike the shortly later 5.56 and 223, it's backwards, where the 5.56 is a little bit higher pressure than 223. The 308 Winchester is a little bit hotter than the 7.62 NATO. 308 Winchester, one of the reasons I like it is it gives you a lot of range. Now, I don't hand load anymore, but when I did, I liked reloading 308 because you can hand load a 308 or find factory ammunition, frankly. Do just about anything with it. You want to varmint hunt, coyote, stuff like that, 125 grains, you can find those all day long, and they'll usually step out about 2,100 feet per second, or 3,100 feet per second, rather. You want to use something similar to military loading, 150 grain bullets all day long, about 28-20 or so. You want match bullets, you want 168 or 175, because you're looking at either around 2650 for either one. You want some really heavy stuff, because you want to shoot at something big, 25-10 feet per second of a 185 grain bullet. That sounds like it'll do quite a bit to me. In the military loadings, there are two that really stand out because they've been in service so long. One's the M80 ball. You have to understand, FMJ is the primary fodder of the U.S. military and most militaries because of the Hague Accords, right? LOAC does not like shooting expanding ammunition, one soldier shooting that at another. They don't like that, so you're kind of stuck with FMJ. So with the ball loading for the 7.62x51, you're looking at about 150 grain bullet at 2,800 feet per second, 147 to be precise. With the match ammunition, like our snipers are running around with, 175 grain open tip match. If y'all want me to do a video at a later date on the difference between OTM and a hollow point, by all means let me know, and I'll certainly do that. But that OTM is going to step out at 2,600 feet per second. So very, very good cartridge, very good blend of power, controllability, and range.